next learning target focuses on adding and subtracting. And today we're going to start with adding and subtracting integers. So our rule we've got here is if we're adding and the signs are the same, we're going to take the absolute values of each number, which remember are always positive. We're going to add them together, and then we'll take the same sign as the integers had originally. So, for example, if we have 7 plus 3, obviously that equals 10. You've been doing that since first grade. And if we have negative 7 plus negative 3, we're going to take their absolute values, which are 7 and 3, and add them together to get 10. But because they're both negative, the answer is negative. If you ever have any concerns about whether it's positive or negative, think in terms of money. Positive numbers are money in your pocket. Negative numbers are money that you owe someone. And therefore, you can take a look at it that way, and it'll make it easier for you to grasp. Now, if the signs are different when you're adding, you're going to take their absolute values, subtract. Obviously, you always subtract bigger minus smaller. And then whatever number has the bigger absolute value, the sign of that number is the sign of the answer. So for example, if you have 8 plus negative 3, 8 minus 3 is 5 because they're 8 and negative 3, the absolute values are 8 and 3. And then 8 is the bigger absolute value, it's positive, so therefore 5 is positive. Now on the other hand, negative 8 plus 3 is negative 5 because the absolute values of negative 8 and 3 are 8 and 3. 8 minus 3 is 5, but negative 8, which has the bigger absolute value, is negative. Therefore, the whole answer is negative. So if we take a look at some examples, let's start with 5 plus negative 2. I can also use a number line to help myself out. And to do the number line, I would start where the number says to start, so in our case 5. And the negative sign on the 2 tells me I need to move to the left or in the negative direction because over here is positive. And the 2 tells me I need to move 2. So I go 1, 2, which gives me an answer of 3. The other way I can look at this and remember is that the absolute value of 5 is 5, and the absolute value of negative 2 is 2. 5 minus 2 is 3, and 5 is positive, therefore the answer is positive. Now looking at the next one, negative 4 plus 3. I like using the number line. I would start at negative 4. I move to the right because 3 is positive, and I move the right 3, going 1, 2, 3. Therefore making negative 1 my answer, because the absolute value of 4 is 4, or sorry, negative 4 is 4. The absolute value of 3 is 3. 4 minus 3 equals 1. And the 4 is negative, which is why my answer is negative. Now for C, both of them are negative. So if we use the number line, we would start at negative 3, and we would move to the left because it's negative 6 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which gives me negative 9 for an answer. The other way I know it is the signs are the same, so we're going to add them together, which gives me 9, and because both of them are negative, that's why the answer is negative.